me again with Miss Sydney. And we know you're probably struggling to figure out how to tumble at home, but I'm trying to give you somewhat stationary tricks that you can practice on. So today, we're going to do some mounters and some press handstands. And you probably know what they are, but I'm gonna give you some tips on how to do them. Deal? Make sure you're stretched.
Do a warm up before this.
All the usual stuff. And we're gonna start with mounters. So mounter is a front trick. We're gonna start it off basically through a front walkover first. So to do that, we would do a handstand, you don't even get to the full handstand. You go and you pull it into a tuck, and then you shoot it out to a front walkover.
Is it like when you come out, like you want to like jump off your hands?
Not really, because it'll jump and it lands and comes down. So in, shoot, out. Right.
It's almost easier than a regular front walkover. Like
I think
that
because you
part.
have the momentum.
Yeah.
I'll try that again. So in, shoot. Right. Because like Sid was just asking if it actually has a push off at the end. It doesn't, because it's not like a front handspring. A front handspring, you don't want to jump or dive beforehand. It places your hands and then has the push. A mounter is just the opposite. It has the jump and the push beforehand, and then the walkout at the end. Yeah. Right? So after you get that front handspring feeling comfortable, or front walkover, sorry, we go from 2 feet now, because the trick actually takes off from 2 feet. So you're just gonna wanna put your hands down, go to that tuck position, and then shoot your legs out to do the walkover. So down, in, shoot, and open.
A little bit quicker than that.
Okay. So in, shoot them, pull them. Good. So once you're feeling comfortable with that, and again, the tuck happens in the first half of the trick, and the split happens in the second half. So you don't want to you don't want to kick up so much and then together, and you don't want to hold on to that tuck too long. So first half, second half. Now you're going to do it from that tuck, but you're going to jump onto your hands a little bit. So you're going to want to, and it's not a dive, like you don't do it this way, it comes this way. So you jump onto it and then split it. Right. That was a good one. Let's try it again. So again, over the top, tuck it in, roll. Not roll. Do not roll. Over the top, tuck it in, split, walk over out. So pull. Yeah. So now she's gonna do a running one. So the higher you get in the beginning, the better the mounter is. So I know when I was doing these, I would always think of like a half of a front tuck, because you have that same position. You want to run, you want to jump, and you want to get that tuck in as high as you can and rotate it until you get to that handstand to walk over out. Yeah?
I'm probably not gonna.
No, there's not a lot of room either, so she's just going to show you how to come off of that, and then what you want to work for is that height. But
yes,
Sid is just going to do it to demonstrate.
So again, I was confused about this. You run instead of hurdling, you just jump on both feet and then go.
Correct. And make sure your arms are up. Again, not a dive. Right.
Oh God!
All right, so try it again. So, Sid, I want you to think of going up in that tuck and then land, and not out in that tuck.
Yeah, it's serious for me.
Yeah. Your standing one is higher than that one.
Because I'm not standing. Okay.
So run and think of like your tuck should happen as you're going into it, not jumping and landing in the tuck. It should happen as you're going into it. So when you land, that you're starting to shoot out. Does that make sense? Okay. So think like a front tuck. Now jump. Yes, there you go. That was so much better. Did you get it? Did you feel the difference?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't make me
Yes, I
mad,
did.
but let's leave it on the good note.
All right, that was good.
So yeah, try those, put us on pause, go try them outside maybe.
Yeah.
If it's nice out, there's no sewing yard, but really think about, like Miss Heidi said, get up and then go into it. Whereas opposed to, I was just going here.
Right, and jumping onto your hands, you want to jump up and down. Yeah. Do you want to do a front hamstring sit?
Oh.
You're good at these. All right, I picked another one that she wasn't ready for, but I think she can do it. So we're going to do a front hamstring sit. So I know we've tried these sometimes, and they get a little out of control. So be really careful doing these. The thing about a front hamstring sit is you have to land your feet like you were going to do a front handspring, but then stop your trick there. It can't stand. It has to stop at when your feet hit, because then it just, so this is my body, so your feet hit, it then folds and drops. So it doesn't land, fold and drop. It kind of comes into the ground and down.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? How'd you like mine?
Yeah.
But that's what it is. It's not front handspring stand, drop on your butt. It's front handspring as soon as your feet hit, and you don't land on your toes on this one. You gotta land on like the back of your heels and your feet, and it drops back. So your body can't hit this standing position and then come up. It has to hit this angle, and it drops back.
Definitely put this in slow motion so you guys can see it, but I haven't done this in a while, so.
I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna hold the mat so it doesn't hurt too.
Also, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to run much, but.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Put that in slow motion. I cannot slow that down.
No, there's no way to slow it down. But did you see? Here, turn around. I'm just gonna touch your back. So go forward. No. Move forward.
Oh.
Now, like if she lands her front handspring here, and then rounds it over and drops from there. Right. So you can't stand and then go.
Yeah.
You have to land at that angle, and it folds and closes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do more.
So you used to do these on the floor and in the straddle. So. Yeah. Remember the
Oh
straddle?
God. I don't remember anything.
You were little. Push! Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I really like, it's scary, but like she said, I did them on the floor, and if you do them the right way, it's really not gonna hurt.
And
I mean, it hurts a little,
the
but like.
fold has to happen quick. You can't land and be like, oh. You land and boom, because you have to get your body weight over the top. Otherwise, you just come down and you smash on your butt. Like you need to get your weight over your knees, so when you come down, it's not your entire weight just like sitting.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people do that, like and then their feet kick out and you just land like this, and it needs to drop back. Okay? All right, one more thing. We're gonna do a press handstand.
Which I cannot do.
And I know these are super difficult, but we're gonna try. All right, so
Should I face this out?
yeah. The beginnings of it, you can bend your knees and push. You want your hands fairly close to you because you want to feel that lean where you almost tip over. Right. And you get to that last position, right. So you want to get that, practice that where you're going to hold till you get to those toes. It's a lot of pressure in your shoulders, but that's why you want to do that again, just that same. So you're going to lean and you're going to try to keep your shoulders there. Lift your feet. Yeah, right. So as soon as you get to that breaking point is where you want to start. That's where your hips click in and they like roll to help push you up. They really have to roll and do it. If you just leave them there, you're going to just keep doing what Sid did and just falling forward. But you really need to keep your hands closed. Because this way there's no way you can catch your body back up. Because if you were here and your legs are hanging, there's no way these shoulders can hold your entire body. They have to be on the top. So like all that happens is once you get there, you're just lifting your legs and closing. You're not bringing your whole entire body up to the top.
It's just like the Arabians too. When we tell you to do Arabians, we say even though it feels weird, you need to put your hands right by your knees because then you're already there and you just have to go up. But if you're putting your hands all the way out here,
your whole, I don't know how you would get your entire body all the way over there, right, muscling it up.
So put your hands closer than you think. Like you're gonna, like I was trying to do it before we put the camera on, and Miss Heidi was like, no, your hands are way too far. But it like feels, you feel like
better,
you
right?
want to
Feel
put your
like you
hands
want
out
to,
here.
yeah.
But they need to be like right underneath you.
So why don't you do it on this spot here? So you're gonna lift and lean and then rotate your feet up. That was fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so try not to jump because that's a bad habit. You can also, if you have something that can lift you a little bit, to drop you into it, it's a little bit easier. I know when I was first learning them, I would go on my toes first and drop to my hands and do it so you kind of have a little rock without the push, like you would just drop forward and go. Right, so you have, do you see how it makes a difference? So it just has a little drop to push. instead of that stationary right from the bottom. It's a little cheaty, but it's a good way to get used to. It's kind of like a warm-up to get there. It's just a drill. So work on those, and if anyone gets them, no cheating. Send us a video because I can't wait to see this, okay?
And we'll be the judge to make sure you didn't cheat.
Yes, maybe there'll be a special prize if you get one.
Maybe.
Okay, work hard. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you. Be safe. Be well.
Toodles.